let's just jump right into this. And I want to ask you a question first. What keeps you awake at night? If you're like my husband and me, a few years back, one of the things that kept us awake was health. And part of this was just, thinking about all the different types of diseases that are out there. What were our odds? And, frankly, they were pretty good. My husband had lost quite a few members of his family to cancer and heart disease. I lost my entire family to cancer within about a decade. So we worried about that. And even other things. I mean, even things that weren't really diseases, things that just don't work like they did. You get to about 40 and then all of a sudden you need reading glasses. And we also worried about our kids because you're handing off that, the genetic odds of what they might get as well. But if you're like us, the other thing that kind of keeps you awake at night is wealth. Like, we were wondering if we'd ever be able to retire. We were, you might call serial entrepreneurs. We were involved in a variety of different businesses. We've been really successful, but, will you ever be able to retire? Because, you just have to keep working, right? That's what we thought. And we never had enough time with each other or with our family. So these were the kind of things that we were, thinking about at night. But we also had dreams that were along the same line. I mean, we like to delay disease. We wanted to slow our aging. We wanted to extend life and not just live longer, but really have health span too, improve performance. And wealth, yeah, we wanted more choices, not necessarily to stop work, but just to have more choices and more time. So dreams do come true. And in June of 2010, just about a month from now is my anniversary, my friend Stu Brody sent me this video. And if you're a guest, hopefully you've seen this ABC video. If you haven't seen it, ask the person who invited you to share it with you. It's an older video. It's from 2005, but that's where our story starts. And it's a really phenomenal story. And again, it kind of answered all these fondest dreams. It talked about a very unique way to stay healthy. It talked about this technology giving us a new income strategy, and that was going to give us more time together. So this miracle was just waiting for us. And here's the good news. It's waiting for you too. What we found out in this video was that our real problem in health was rust. Now, not the type of rust like you're thinking of on a fence, but kind of similar. It's called oxidative stress. And if you cut open an apple and the air is exposed to it, you're going to see this turning on it. Well, the same thing happens in our body at the cellular level, not necessarily in the same way like that you're open, but because of free radical damage, this builds up in terms of this rusting from the inside out. And it's the root cause of hundreds of diseases. I mean, things like heart disease and skin disease and kidney disease and so forth. I mean, probably over 300 different types of diseases and also conditions. So I want to ask you a question. If you could reduce that problem by 40 to 70% guaranteed, what would that be worth to you? Well, it's going to require a radically different mindset for you to think about this because it's a completely different radical approach called nutrigenomics. It also requires a health span hero, and this hero was the star of that ABC video called Protandim. It's an NRF2 synergizer. It's the flagship product of our company, LifeVantage. And this NRF2 activation is what reduces oxidative stress, and it reduces it by 40% on average in 30 days, 70% on average in 120. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. You can look up that original human study at pubmed.gov. Just go there and search Protandim, and you'll find it. And you'll also find 25 other brand-specific, peer-reviewed scientific studies, the most recent of which was published just this week on how Protandim positively impacts hypertension. It's independently validated by some of the brightest minds in the world, institutions like Ohio State, Louisiana State University, Harvard, the American Heart Association. I mean, really, the brightest minds in wellness, health, are looking at this product because it is the most potent inducer of this particular technology called NRF2 activation. It also has multiple long-term patents, so no one can duplicate it, but nobody has been able to duplicate or even come close. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I'm already taking supplements. I'm taking vitamins. Well, this is not your mother's one a day. Now you're thinking about direct antioxidant supplements, and that's a totally old school approach. And really what they were always designed for was to supplement deficiencies. Like if you have scurvy, you would eat more vitamin C or take a vitamin C supplement. So it's a good tool, but it's just not good enough, and I don't care how many you take. This new approach is called nutrigenomics, and it's an entirely new area of science that uses natural nutritional components to positively impact our health and our performance. It's more efficient, it's more effective, it's more economical, and it's safer. What it does with NRF2 activation is it helps your body reduce this oxidative stress dramatically, lowering inflammation, creating its own internal antioxidants, and repairing itself. Yeah, I know, isn't that amazing? In fact, it's so amazing that Washington State actually did a meta-analysis of all these studies, and what they came up with was that this NRF2 technology was possibly, quote, the most extraordinary preventive and therapeutic breakthrough in the history of medicine. Now, why was this? Because it helps reduce oxidative stress, lower inflammation, and helps create those internal antioxidants. And these are three things that are part and parcel of helping you avoid all of these hundreds of diseases. In fact, this whole idea about the internal antioxidants, well, soon everyone will know. Listen to this. SOD, or superoxide dismutase, is the ultimate antioxidant, an enzyme that neutralizes free radicals in a ratio of over 1,000,000 to 1. In other words, one molecule of SOD kills 1,000,000 free radicals. Vitamin C and E, these are the ones like you normally would think of. Yeah, they're great antioxidants, but they have a kill ratio of only 1 to 1. And since there are zillions of free radicals in the body, far too many for one little vitamin pill to quench, we need the firepower of SOD to effectively reduce damaging oxidative stress. Now, who's saying this? Well, one of the top researchers and doctors, Dr. Alberto Villoldo, and he was he's not only the author of this, but this is a second edition of a bestseller called One Spirit Medicine. Now, I'm just going to stop for a second and kind of apologize. I'm already throwing a whole lot of big terms at you that might not be really familiar. Oxidative stress and, superoxide dismutase and so forth. So just hang with me as I go through these next few points. Next few slides, I'm going to be giving you some key points. So if you're taking notes like Stu recommended, these are the things I really want you to write down, because these are the things that are easy to understand, but they're the key benefits you really need to know. So first of all, let's go back to this Protandim NRF2. Like I said, unmatched, never duplicated. One of the most recent studies that came out was actually done by the National Institute on Aging. It's a government program, and they did a 12-year study where they selected 5 different products, and at the end of the study, they found that Protandim NRF2 Synergizer actually extends life, and they found that it was the only one of all the ones they studied that did. They deduced that Protandim is the only nutritional supplement that can be proven to delay the aging process. And the reason that they chose it was because of its ability to suppress tumor-promoting oxidative stress and the ability to protect the heart from oxidative stress and fibrosis. So, I mean, just the fact that that's why they chose it was amazing. But then the fact that after this whole study of Protandim and other products, they could deduce that it was the only one that could actually help slow the aging process and help extend life. Amazing. So remember that, slowing aging. Now, we also have extended our product line. We have now a product suite of well over a dozen products. And I'm just going to go through these really quickly. Again, there's a lot of information here, and I want you to know that this is really serious, solid product backed by science, but I'll give you the key points. So the NRF1 synergizer also works with a protein pathway, but instead of working to reduce oxidative stress, it helps create energy production through the mitochondria. Now, again, this seems really complex, and it is, but all I really want you to remember here is that NRF1 helps boost that mitochondria, the energy. It increases cellular energy and cell efficiency. And like Protandim NRF2, it is backed and approved by the Banned Substances Control Group. So these products and other products in our line are approved even for elite athletes to use. Probio. How many people out there are taking a probiotic, right? Well, our product is the best on the market. It really helps support that healthy gut. Now you might say, well, why do you know that? Because we also have a patented component to it called BioTract. And with BioTract, look at how much more of the cultures survive. With the BioTract, we have a 60% culture survival rate. And in all these other probiotics that are out there, and I don't care how many millions and gazillions of bacteria are in them, they're not surviving because they don't have this BioTract to protect them. So if you're going to take a probiotic, you want to have that survive. You want to have it also get to the proper place in the intestines so it can really work, right? So all you need to remember here, very simple, healthier gut, improved immunity. That's with ProBio. Next product, Omega Plus. And you might say, oh, you know, I've been taking an Omega oil. Well, it's not the equivalent of this product. This product has omega-3s, not the omega-6 and filler oils that you see in some of these other products. It has omega-3s and omega-7s, and it has vitamin D, which is really important, you know, for immunity and so forth. And it also is traceable from the boat to the bottle, very, very pure. If you've taken fish oils before, you know, you might even remember that some of them have kind of a fishy taste or aftertaste. Well, that, I'm sorry to tell you, is because the oils within them are rancid, but not this. This is very pure, very light. You could chew the capsules up, not that I recommend it, but you could. That's how great and how pure they are. But again, all you really need to remember is Omega, this Omega product helps your brain, heart, your skin, and your immunity. So now you're thinking, okay, all four of those sound great. Well, the company's already ahead of you on that. They know that these are the core four products, right? And they have put them together in such a way to make it easy for you to take. You can either get just the 4 bottles, or you can get the packets, which make it easy for you to travel with them. It's just perfect. And if you go ahead and get the stack, you also get free shipping on it and other products that you buy with it. So terrific product. To add on to that, I mean, I think everybody should have the Vitality Stack, but if you're going to add on to it, how about a brain food? This is an executive beverage as far as I'm concerned, because it helps me improve my mental endurance, my mental acuity, my concentration, and my memory retention. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Reducing your brain fog, helping your mood. This is a perfect product. And again, like the other products in our line, BSCG approved, Banned Substances Control Group. It's also free of all the things you really don't want, like artificial colors and flavors and sweeteners and sugars, GMOs and gluten. So terrific. But again, all you really need to remember is that if you want to have these benefits for your brain, you can have them with Axio, and it will help improve your memory, your mood, your clarity, and your concentration. How about weight management? Anybody out there interested in that? Well, most of the population is interested. And with our system, very, very simple, it combines all the things, not to just, have you lose weight fast, but also to help you with the things that will keep you trim. So we have the prebiotic, which helps you feel less hungry. It helps enhance the probiotic product by creating that healthy gut environment, helps with blood sugar and so forth. And then we have the fire of fat burn, phenomenal product that helps really burn that old visceral fat, and a wonderful protein product which has excellent source of clean protein. But again, look, pictures, don't they say speak 1,000 words? Look at this picture over here of a woman who after 6 weeks had life-changing results. And again, all you really need to remember about this system is that it helps reduce fat and build muscle. Who would not want that? We went ahead and went from the inside then to the outside with our True Science Beauty System. And what I love about this product, again, this is not just another skin cleanser and cream product. This is actually built on science, taking the NRF2 technology to help the skin cells. This was based on studies that were done by Louisiana State University that found that skin cancer could be positively impacted by Protandim. And in the studies, they found that the Protandim eradicated 57% of the skin tumors and significantly reduced the others. So from that study, this wonderful product line was born. It's the only thing I use, and I can tell you that I'm constantly being asked by people what I use on my skin. So all you need to remember, again, lots of information here, but just remember, True Science helps reverse sun damage and helps improve the look of your skin, and it's backed by science. We also went ahead and extended that to the hair products. Clean formula, like the True Science skin products, toxin-free, mindfully formulated with the NRF2 ingredients, helps protect your hair from the environmental assaults of pollution and sun and so forth. But here's the thing that's really going to get you. It really helps nourish your scalp and your hair, and it helps support normal hair growth cycle and really enhance it. And I'm not going to go further in saying anything, but get back to the person who invited you and ask them to share with you some before and after pictures of people that use this product. I know you're going to want to use this product. I mean, it truly does help improve your hair appearance, but also toxin-free. We didn't leave out our four-legged friends. We also have a product for dogs, because people were giving the Protandim NRF2 to their dogs and having phenomenal results. We decided to create a chewable for dogs. And this is the only and the first supplement that was ever designed for dogs that actually combats oxidative stress through NRF2 activation. And dogs, like all mammals, they create oxidative stress, but dogs really create it very quickly. So this is really important for the dogs that are in your family. So awesome. So again, just kind of in recapping, the company has put together all of these products in nice, tidy little systems. So it's really easy. You can go with the basic, the Vitality Stack. You can go in which, hits all the key points, the core 4. You can go with the weight management products. You can go with the Axial for your brain. You can go with the skin and the hair products. I mean, what part of your body do you want to activate and protect? I know what you're thinking, because you're probably thinking what I thought. I want to do it all, right? So you can do that, but maybe your other question is, you've solved my health problem. What about my wealth problem? Well, wealth has a lot to do with timing. And so does good business decisions. And some of it has to do with just being open-minded. I mean, I know I found that over the years in the businesses that I was in, if I was just open-minded to possibilities and I had the right timing, why I couldn't even help from being successful. So I want you to look at this, and I know you've seen these bell curves before. In the early time, during the innovation time, the early adopter time, it's when things really haven't quite caught on yet. And not everybody knows about it, and not everybody kind of accepts it. But you know what's so great about that time? That's when all the money can be made. I mean, look, if you wait around on this business until everybody, understands it, until everybody's talking about what NRF2 are you on, well, the money opportunity, the business opportunity will be long gone. We'll be in stabilization. So the timing is really one of the biggest components of our opportunity. It's pre-momentum, so you have lots of opportunity ahead of you, but it's also post-whitewater. Our company is 10 years old. It's solid. It has really gone through all the little issues that every company goes through getting started. And if you're familiar with network marketing, this is a network marketing company, I know that timing is really important. I mean, that there's people that have been successful in network marketing. I mean, think about Amway. Amway's been around since 1959. They still do $11 billion a year. Avon, it's been around since 1886. They still do $6 billion a year. Herbalife, they've been around since 1980. They still do $5 billion a year. And they're still paying out 40% of that, especially primarily to the people who got in early and built those companies. So where do you want to get into a company? Early, right? And how about especially with some company that has phenomenal products, patented products? I mean, this was one of the things that really attracted my husband and me, is these are not, Me Too type products. I mean, no disrespect to any of these companies, but it's not soap, it's not lipstick, it's not just, shapes. These are patented products with universal need that represent billions in global spending across 5 categories, okay? So now we want to talk about money. I mean, did I mention we make a lot? Yeah, leverage residuals. And those residuals are stable because these patented products, you can't get them anywhere else. So if somebody wants to have NRF2 activation, they want to have the most potent one, they have to come to a distributor like me, right? So those residuals are very stable. Also, you might say, I've never done network marketing. I don't know that I could do this. Well, we have phenomenal mentorship, and we have a very simple system called a blueprint that if you follow it, you can accomplish pretty much whatever you want to with this business. And you can do it part-time while you are, you can do this while you're doing whatever other work you do until you get to the point, if you want to, where it replaces your income. We have exemplary corporate leadership. And when I say exemplary, our top people in the company, the top, the CEO and the CSO and so forth, they have been involved in 7 of the $14 billion legacy network marketing companies. So you think they know how to take a company globally? Yeah, I think so. They know exactly the things to do in terms of company expansion and how to build the company. And this company right now, it does about $250 million a year in sales, but we are right on track to become not only a $1 billion company, but a multi-billion dollar company. That's why your timing is so good. Now, the company is also publicly traded. Now, 2 good things about this. One, you can bet on yourself 2 ways. You can do the business, and you can also have stock. But the other good thing about this is everything I'm telling you, well, of course, I'm telling you it's true, but everything I'm telling you can be checked out. So it's verifiable by, these are companies like that are that are traded on the NASDAQ. So global expansion is heating up. We're open in all of these markets, and we're going to be going into Greece, Ireland, Belgium, and France this year. So you might be saying, well, how do I start? Well, your best success is with the Platinum package. Why? Because it's going to give you all the products. There's $1,800 worth of products for $1,200. So that represents an additional 30% savings over wholesale. You get all the products to start your business right. You also get included one all access pass to an upcoming event. Our next corporate event is going to be in Kansas City in July. And you also get access to a 60-day quick start for new distributors that allows you to receive orphan customers that come into the company that don't have a sponsor. So that's a huge benefit right there. There's also one other asset for you right now. Through the end of June, there's no additional charge for the distributor kit. Normally that's a $50 charge, but through the end of June, you get that savings as well. Now, there are other options called a silver package and a gold package, but I'm going to tell you that historically, they don't have the same success rate as the Platinum package. So I'm not even going to talk to you about those. I'm just going to tell you your best successes with the Platinum package. Get back to the person who invited you, and they'll tell you more about it. How do you make money? Well, very well. We get paid, well, a basis of 6 different ways, but we get paid in some other ways as well. The first few ways are in rebates and bonuses that get paid weekly. You get paid 30 to 40% as you build your business on these bonuses. And then you also get bonuses as you are building your team. That helps you get a quick return on investment. Then on a monthly basis, we're paid the royalties on the products that are sold and purchased over and over. We get paid out 43% over 9 levels of dynamic compression. We also have what they call a generational match bonus. This pays out a 10% match on the royalty check of the people that you've personally sponsored, plus 5% match on the next 4 generations for a total of 30%. The elite pools, that's where they take 4% of all the global sales, and they share that amongst elite distributors like myself. So that's phenomenal. So how far can you take this? Well, this is our published earnings report because we're a publicly traded company. And I really want you to kind of concentrate on this monthly averages. And, if you look at the pro levels, Pro 1 through Pro 3, good money will make a difference in your household. It'll help pay for your products. But look at those premier ranks, thousands of dollars that could really start giving you choices about what you do with your kids, or where you go on vacation, or if you can retire. But if you really take this seriously, the elite ranks will pay you a 6-figure income. And how quick can you do that? Well, my husband and I were able to reach the rank of Elite Pro 8 in 20 months. And that was back when we only had 2 products. Now we have, almost 2 dozen. And we now have many studies. We don't have just 1 or 2 studies. We have 26. So how far could you take this? Really as far as you want. So what are your options with life? I mean, you can do the traditional plan where you learn for 20 years and you earn for 40 to 50 years and you hope to be able to retire. That's what I call linear. You're trading time and production for money. With LifeVantage or with another network marketing company, if you chose, you can leverage yourself. And I like that idea much better because I can leverage myself, not making money from other people's efforts, but really making money with other people. I can take that same 20 years to get my basis, but with LifeVantage, I can take 2 to 5 years and really give myself the opportunity to live life and live life on my terms with my family. So regardless of what you decide, one little piece of advice I want to give you is never depend on a single income. You know, always have multiple revenue streams. We taught our boys that, and our boys both have multiple revenue streams, including a LifeVantage distributorship. And Warren Buffett has been quoted of saying, you know, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. So to summarize real quick, Protandim works 100% of the time on mammals to slow the aging, delay disease, and extend life, and it does it by reducing that oxidative stress. It activates, not supplements. Two different things. So this is a completely different model, paradigm shift. It's independently validated, it's multi-patented, it's never been duplicated, and it never will be. It represents a revolution in anti-aging, optimal health, and longevity. Number two, LifeVantage is a solid company. It's growing globally to $1 billion and beyond. You have exceptional timing if you're interested in this business. You have patented products that are just absolutely exceptional. You have a phenomenal compensation plan and great support. We're publicly traded. All this information is public record. It's a simple, duplicatable system for quick return on investment and residual income that can give you choices. So what interests you most? Get back to the person who invited you to listen in tonight and let them know. My name's Judy Allmon, and I appreciate your time tonight.